Hi guys and welcome to Janette and her puzzles. Today I'm gonna do something that I've never done before and I have no idea how it's gonna turn out, but I got the idea because we just recently had like a whole day event for the association, and in a way it was like, I don't know how to explain, like a celebration of the opening of the association, even though we opened it about 7 months ago. But with all the preparation for the nationals and then trying to get the online competitions going and then in-person competition going, it was just like so many things to do that we didn't have time to just have like a one day to celebrate. So we kind of had that, even though it was a bit later, and I got a task and yeah, I don't know how I did. You're gonna be able to tell me after we go through it. But what we did at a whole day event, we basically had our first in-person competition, and we had a competition for individuals and for pairs. Then we also had the puzzles out for everyone to puzzle throughout the day. We had normal 500,000 piece puzzles, then we had some wooden puzzles, and then we also had like a kids corner and obviously a little booth where they could register to become a member of association. And then we had my part that I had to do, and it was the quiz. So it's basically like a pub quiz, but for jigsaw puzzles. It was really exciting because, I don't know, I've never came up with a quiz before. Obviously, I had a lot of help by the internet because, you know, I don't have all that knowledge. So I just had to Google everything and combine some sort of questions, and it was really helpful because just recently I went to a Harry Potter pub quiz, so they kind of gave me the idea, and it was a bit of a refresher of how the pub quizzes actually look like, because when I lived in England I used to go quite a lot of times. We even had it at a pub where I used to work, so it was like a very everyday thing for me, but not anymore in Slovenia. It's not that common, but I was really happy that I did it. People really enjoyed it, so I decided I'm just gonna translate it into English and give it to you. Since this is the first time of me doing a video like this, I have no idea how I'm gonna edit it to make, you know, sense and to look okay. But what I'm gonna try to do is just copy what I've seen on YouTube and, you know, make it enjoyable for you to follow, so you can just put it on the whole screen on the TV or something like that and just have your friends over and, you know, answer the questions basically. So the quiz is gonna be divided into 5 sections. We're gonna have history, fun facts, guess the puzzle, guess the brand logo, and speed puzzling. So each section is going to have certain amounts of points. All points together are going to be maximum of 40 points. So once we are done with the quiz, I'm going to ask you to write your answers, well, not the answers, but the points into the comments down below, because I would like to see, you know, how you guys do, and if the quiz was maybe too easy or too difficult. Also, any suggestions that something that you would like to change, everything is welcome in the comments down below. So let's start with the first round, which is history, and you can earn up to 5 points in this round. So every correct answer that you get is worth 1 point. Good luck. From which tool did puzzle originate? A. Crosscut saw, B. Jigsaw, C. Scroll saw, or D. Coping saw. Now you have about 10 seconds before the time runs out, so make sure to answer quickly before the answer is revealed. The correct answer is B. Jigsaw. That's why it's also called jigsaw puzzle. Question number 2. What was the content of the first puzzle? A. Royal family, B. World map, C. Classic artwork, or D. Numbers and letters. The correct answer is B. World map. The very first product was a wooden map with hand-cut pieces of countries. Question number 3. In which century was the first puzzle created? This is an open question, so I'm not gonna give you any suggestions, so just write in which century you think the first puzzle was created. The correct answer is 18th century. The first puzzle appeared around 1760 when English cartographer and engraver John Spilsbury glued maps onto wooden boards and cut them into pieces to help children learn geography. Question number 4. Around which year did the first puzzle with interlocking pieces, which is today's standard, appear? A. 1800, B. 1850, C. 1900, or D. 1950. The correct answer is C, 1900. Before that, the pieces were often just laid together and didn't actually interlock. And the last question in this round, in which year did the first commercial puzzles for adults appear? Rounded to 10 years. Again, this is an open question, so I'm not going to give you any answers. So you just write down what you think is correct. The correct answer is 1930. In the 1930s, they became a popular pastime during the Great Depression. Moving on to section number 2, these are going to be fun facts, also worth 5 points in total, so every correct answer worth 1 point. Let's continue. Question number 1, during which holiday do puzzle sales increase the most? A. Halloween. B. Valentine's Day. C. Christmas. Or D. Mother's Day. The correct answer is C, Christmas. Question number 2. What is the title of the 2018 movie about a woman who discovers her talent for puzzles? Again, this is the open question, so just write what you think is the correct answer. The title of the movie is called Puzzle. Question number 3. How many pieces does the largest commercially available puzzle in the world currently have as of 2024? A. 33,600. B. 40,000. C. 51,300. Or D. 60,000. The correct answer is D, 60,000. The title of the puzzle is What a Wonderful World, priced at around $600 and comes in 60 bags of 1,000 pieces each. Question number 4. Which famous artwork has been most often reproduced as a puzzle? A. Starry Night, Van Gogh. B. The Last Supper, Da Vinci. C. Mona Lisa, Da Vinci. Or D. The Kiss, Gustav Klimt. The correct answer is C, Mona Lisa by Da Vinci. Moving on to the last question of the round. When is International Puzzle Day celebrated? A. January 29th. B. February 12th. C. March 7th. Or D. April 14th. The correct answer is A, January 29th. Moving on to section number 3. This one is going to be completely different to what you experienced so far, and it's really going to show your puzzle knowledge. So you're going to be able to earn up to 18 points in this round. I'm going to give you 6 different images, and for each you're going to have 3 different things to answer. It's going to be the brand, the title, and the piece count, each worth 1 point. So 3 points for each image. We've got 6 images, 18 points in total. So we don't do negative points in this quiz. Well, if you want to make it hard for yourself, you can do that. But this is like your own thing that you can agree with your friends and family. But I didn't do that because I'm kind. No, I'm just kidding. Do what you want, what's gonna make it more fun for you. And of course, don't expect to get a whole image of the puzzle because that would be too easy, okay? So I had to crop it to make it more difficult for you. So let's start with the first picture. The first one is a 500-piece puzzle by Ravensburger called Perfect Piece. The second one is also a 500-piece puzzle by Clementoni, and the title of this one is Stairs. This one is a 1000-piece puzzle by Libelut, and the title of this one is Point of View. The next one is also 1000 pieces by Schmidt, and the title of this one is Aladdin. The next one is 500 pieces by Treffel, and the title of this one is Over the Water. And the last one is also 500 pieces by Educa, and the title of this one is Viva la Vida. I hope this wasn't too difficult for you, but I kind of wanted to pick the puzzles that I know have been around, but have not been overdone, if that makes sense, because then it would be just too easy. So anyway, let's move on to the next section, which is going to be Guess the Logos, and that's going to be able to give you 7 points. So I made a word, sestavljanka. You should know what that means by now, because I told you already. For anyone who doesn't know, it means a jigsaw puzzle in Slovenian. But yeah, so the logo, well, the word sestavljanka is made out of 7 different logos. It doesn't matter what the order is, as long as you find all 7. I'm gonna let the timer start now, because this one is gonna take a bit longer for you to answer, because you're looking for 7 different answers as opposed to just 1. You've got the timer in the corner like you're used to by now, so just make sure to check it a little bit, and I'm gonna give you the sound signals as well, so you don't get the answers before you're ready for them. But if you need more time, feel free to just pause the video, give yourself as much time as you need, and then just continue when you're ready. Five seconds left. The answers in order of appearance: Schmidt, Clementoni, Ravensburger, Treffel, Educa, Jumbo, and Piatnik. I hope this wasn't too difficult for you guys, because this quiz was designed for Slovenian audience, and those are the brands that are regularly used in Slovenia, well, besides Piatnik. So if you didn't guess all of them, it's completely normal, because I know that these brands are not necessarily available in other parts of the world. But it's time to move on to the last section of this quiz, and this is gonna be speed puzzling section. Now, with speed puzzling is a bit of a tricky one, because I know some of you love it, some of you hate it. I wanted to just find like the middle ground and be able for anyone to join in, even if you're not madly into speed puzzling, because you're gonna have a lot of optional questions. Well, questions with optional answers. I'm not sure if that's the right words to use here, but let's move on to the first question. I'm sure you're gonna do just fine. Question number 1. In which Spanish city was the first official World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship held in 2019? A. Barcelona, B. Valencia, C. Valladolid, or D. Madrid? The correct answer is C. Valladolid. The event hosted over 100 teams from all around the world. Question number 2. What is the fastest officially recorded time to solve a 1000-piece puzzle at the World Championship 2024? A. 42 minutes, B. 34 minutes, C. 58 minutes, or D. 28 minutes? The correct answer is B. 34 minutes. The record-holding team called Czech Puzzle Queens achieved a time of 33 minutes and 21 seconds with a puzzle called Volkswagen T1 camper van. Question number 3. Who set the individual record for 500-piece puzzle at the 2024 World Championship? A. Katarina Reiner, B. Christine Tuve, C. Veronika Huptas, D. Mercedes Arthofer. The correct answer is A. Katharina Reina with 26 minutes and 39 seconds. Question number 4. Who has won the most titles in the individual category at the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship? A. Jana Hanzelkova, B. Christine Tuve, C. Alejandro Clemente Leon. The correct answer is C. Alejandro Clemente Leon from Spain, who won the World Championship in the individual category in 2022 and 2023. And the last question is, according to the World Jigsaw Puzzle Federation statistics, what is Slovenia's ranking based on the number of registered participants relative to the population size of the country? This is again an open question. I can just help you and tell you we are in the top 10, so it's up to you to figure out which place we got. And this is based on the statistics on 1st of September 2025. The correct answer is 4. So we've got Sweden on 1st place, Liechtenstein 2nd, New Zealand 3rd, and Slovenia came 4th. Okay, so we came to the end of the quiz. I hope you enjoyed it. As I mentioned, there's 40 points you can get in total. So write your number of points in the comments down below because I would love to see how you did. And also, I have to teach you a Slovenian word. And since we're doing a pub quiz today, well, sort of a pub quiz, a stay-at-home quiz, I decided I'm going to teach you that word because it's actually one of the easiest words for you to learn, probably. Because it's actually completely the same. It's just written completely differently. So I think it's probably just like an English word that we took and just made it Slovenian. That's why it sounds basically the same. But how we would say it in Slovenia, it would be kviz. 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 So you probably can hear that there's like a slight difference because it's not like quiz, but it's just kviz. So yeah, it's a little bit different, but you know, close enough. We have so many Slovenian words that basically sound English and you wouldn't even have to learn how to say them. Well, you'd have to learn the accent, but you would kind of understand what the word means even without learning it, if that makes sense. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was completely different to what you're used to on this channel. So I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would really help if you do, you know, like and subscribe and comment in the comment section down below because anything helps to push the video forward to make it available for more people. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to click that like button and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye!